You know that feeling when you splurge on a cheap barber chair, only to discover after the first week that the hydraulic pump sticks, the upholstery starts to sag, and you're left apologizing to clients because the seat can't hold a larger guy without wobbling? I've seen a handful of shop owners swear they'd rather keep the old, worn-out chair than risk another budget disaster, and that hesitation is real. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So today I'm taking a hard look at the DIR Classic Heavy-Duty Barber Chair to see whether it actually lives up to the promise of being a smarter, more reliable investment for a professional environment. First off, let's talk about the kind of daily grind a barber chair endures. In a bustling shop, you're not just cutting hair. You're adjusting the client's position for fades, shaves, beard trims, and sometimes even doing quick scalp massages. That means the chair needs to move smoothly, stay stable under varying weights, and let you get into tight angles without wrestling with a stubborn lever. The DIR Classic advertises a super heavy-duty hydraulic pump that can handle up to 580 pounds. In practice, that capacity translates to confidence when a client with a solid build sits down. No sudden dip, no jittery feel. I've watched barbers who regularly work with clients in the 250,000 300-pound range, and they've told me the chair stays rock steady, even when they lean forward for a detailed undercut. That kind of steadiness isn't a nice-to-have. It's a safety net that prevents accidental slips and protects both the client's neck and the barber's posture. The frame is another piece of the puzzle. DIR went with an antique-styled metal skeleton finished in chrome, which at first glance looks more like a vintage barbershop centerpiece than a piece of equipment. The chrome isn't just for show. It resists scratches and is easy to wipe down after a day of hair clippings and water splashes. The tufted seat and backrest add a layer of plush that actually makes a difference when you're sitting for a 30-minute haircut. I've heard barbers comment that the padding cushions the pressure points that you normally feel on a thinner chair, letting them stay focused on the cut rather than adjusting their own seating every few minutes. The foot and calf rest flips up, which is a small but handy feature when you're switching from a cut to a shampoo station. The client can slide their feet out without having to climb over a fixed arm. Adjustability is where the DIR Classic shows its practicality. The headrest slides and locks into place, then can be removed completely to give you extra clearance for high-volume fades, or when you need to use a straight razor close to the scalp. I've seen barbers who love the freedom to pull the headrest out entirely rather than wrestling with a fixed bar that limits their tool angle. The 45-degree recline, operated by a sleek lever, isn't just a gimmick. It allows you to tilt the client back enough for a comfortable shave without forcing you to bend over awkwardly. The lever itself is firm but not overly stiff, meaning you won't waste time fiddling with a squeaky mechanism in the middle of a busy morning. Now, no chair is perfect, and the DIR Classic has a few trade-offs that matter depending on your setup. Because the frame is built to hold heavyweight clients, the chair itself is quite solid, and that solidity comes with weight. Once assembled, moving the chair from one spot to another is a chore. You'll need at least 2 people or a dolly to shift it, which isn't ideal for a shop that reconfigures its layout frequently. The hydraulic pump, while robust, can feel a bit heavier on the lever compared to some lower-priced models that use lighter pistons. If you're used to a featherlight lever, you'll notice the difference, though most professional barbers quickly adapt. Assembly is another point to consider. The chair arrives in several large pieces and requires basic tools. The instructions are clear, but if you're not comfortable with a bit of DIY, you might need to schedule a professional installation, adding a small extra cost. Who should put this chair in their shop? If you run a full-service barbershop with a steady flow of clients, especially if you cater to a diverse clientele that includes larger-built individuals, the DIR Classic gives you the durability and comfort that keep both clients and barbers happy. It's also a good fit for a shop that wants a classic aesthetic. Those chrome details and tufted upholstery add a vintage vibe without sacrificing modern functionality. The 1-year warranty provides a safety net that signals the brand stands behind the build, which is reassuring for a piece of furniture that will see daily wear and tear. On the flip side, if you're a freelance barber who works out of a mobile setup or a small pop-up station, the weight and size of this chair may become a liability. In those cases, a lighter, more portable chair, though likely less sturdy, might be a better match for your needs. And